It's National Infertility Awareness Week, and I can't believe it's been a year since I made this post. And guess what? Everything I said in this video still stands. So in light of the fact that 1 in 6 couples struggle with infertility, and in light of the fact that even though my post last year said to quote, yet so many people think it's not appropriate to talk about online or feel like they need to keep it private, full stop. I totally ended up hearing about how someone reacted to that post saying, does this really need to be online? Now hear me out. I'm no stranger to sharing things on the internet and having people in my real life not agree with me. But if they really knew me, they would know that's exactly why I'm doubling down today. So let's get into it, because my husband and I are now 4 years into this journey. And although it's been so hard, we have had so many great conversations with people this year, in person, online, even at work events. And although infertility is the worst club to be a part of, I truly believe it has the best members, as there is a level of empathy and understanding there that is often missed. So in honor of breaking the stigma and ditching the silence, here's a quick list of things that we've learned on this 4-year journey to meeting our baby. First, let's talk about the stages of grief. The stages of grief, commonly outlined as denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance, represent emotional responses to loss. And when it comes to infertility, you totally may cycle through these stages as you confront the loss of the ability to conceive or carry a child, or even just the loss of who you were before starting trying to conceive, or even the loss of the joy and the fun that used to be in your life. This journey often involves grappling with disbelief, frustration, negotiating with oneself or others, feelings of sadness or hopelessness, and ultimately finding a sense of resolution or understanding about your situation. Second, experiencing the stages of grief and infertility is a deeply personal thing, and when our partners aren't on the same page, the emotional page, it can totally feel isolating and exhausting. It's like struggling through a storm alone while your partner sees a completely different sky, leaving you both feeling adrift in your own pain and unable to find solid ground together. But here's your reminder, this is totally normal. So stop beating up on yourself and stop thinking your relationship can't handle it. Next, let's talk about how infertility is the symptom, not the problem. Infertility often signals an underlying issue rather than being the primary problem itself. This should urge you to delve deeper into understanding what the root cause of it is. Alright, mental health, we gotta talk about it. Facing infertility isn't just about finding solutions for conceiving. It's a journey that can take a toll on your mental health. Prioritizing self-care by seeking support, therapy, and exploring different healing methods can totally help you navigate this journey with resilience and preventing you from feeling like a raggedy freaking Ann when you come out on the other side of it. Which, as you can imagine, this is obviously going to lead into your quality of life. Do you do anything for fun anymore? Do you see your friends? When's the last time that you actually dated your partner? Have you taken yourself on a holiday? The emotional strain of infertility can deeply affect your quality of life, influencing everything from your relationships and sense of self-worth to your ability to enjoy your daily activities. To enhance your quality of life while dealing with infertility, ensure that you prioritize your self-care, seek support from loved ones and professionals, and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Basically, find you again. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to about fertility, the host is always saying that the desire in your heart to be a mom was meant for you. I truly believe that, and there is no way, let me tell you, there is no way that I'm leaving this planet without my baby. There's no hoping this works. There's no trying. I know that somehow, some way, before I leave this planet, I'm going to be a mom. How I get there isn't what I'm focused on. I've learned to surrender that at this point. But I know that the desire that has been placed on my heart is there for a reason, and you should know that too. My second biggest takeaway from my favorite podcast is to find your bump squad. Like a cheerleading squad, but literally one who will support you on your way to your bump. You can switch people on and off your bump squad, and these are the people that are going to uplift you. This is your medical team that will guide you, your friends and your family that will support you. If they've got something negative to say, you ship them out. Here's the thing, you don't see coaches around the basketball court telling their players that they can't win a game, or that they won't make the playoffs, or saying that they should just give up. So why in the heck would you have these people around you? Make it make sense. Here's some real talk from a super analytical, not over spiritual, not an avid woo-woo person. Are you ready? You gotta embrace the woo. For a few reasons. 1, too many weird things will happen on this journey that can't be explained. 2, if our negative thoughts can put you in the hospital, stress and anxiety, etc., why couldn't our positive thoughts make us better? Sit and think about that one. But let's move on. Now let's chat about your medical team. And hear me out. I have a great medical team, but doctors don't know everything, and furthermore, they're often making educated guesses. But here's the thing, they know medicine and you know your body. This is a team effort. They don't know your body better than you do. Which brings me to the next thing, you gotta trust your gut, girl. I went to my GP at the beginning of all of this, saying what the problem was, and it took 4+ years for them to resolve it, and I had to go out of country for that. I've been saying for the last year and a half that I think I've got locked tubes and that my fibroids were a problem, and every doctor, including my current team, said that one particular fibroid wasn't an issue. And guess what? We went in for surgery, and that fibroid, you know, the one that apparently wasn't affecting my fertility, has my right fallopian tube completely blocked. And I knew it. My gut knew deep down that number one, my fibroids were a problem, and two, that I had some type of blockage. Trust your gut. P.S. Since we were talking about fibroids, we gotta talk about periods. Heavy periods aren't normal. Alright, the next point, most of us are estrogen dominant. Review your diets, move your body, ditch the chemicals and the plastics. Wrapping it up, if you're on this journey and people are always telling you to relax and stop thinking ahead and to stop, worrying about the next step of the process, literally laugh, because only we that are often on this journey know that the next steps, of your journey, especially if you're doing IVF, you gotta be preparing 6 weeks out. So how the heck are you supposed to not have it on your mind? But equally, when I say laugh, I actually mean laugh, because if there's one thing I regret on this journey, even though I don't know when it's going to end or how it's going to end, I regret that we didn't enjoy the first few years of it. And with that, we've learned to love life again. We know that somehow, some way, our baby will join us, and in the meanwhile, we are having the best time. Happy National Infertility Awareness Week. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. But if you made it to the end of this video, I hope you feel slightly less alone. And if you made it to the end of this video and you're thinking, why did this need to be online? All I can say is the girls who get it, and the girls who don't. You wouldn't shame someone or silence anyone with a diagnosis or a disability for anything else. So why are you getting so pressed against this? Ask yourself that.